Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel, guys. Today, the topic that we're going to chat about is what Kaizer Motaung Jr. said in the activation. And I feel like, hey, these sometimes management have to say the most irritating things as a fan. And then on number two, we catch up with Castillo and his move, and a little spicy thing I picked up and I wanted to share with you. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Guys, your subscriptions are very important to the channel. As I always say, 88% of you have not subscribed to the channel, so it's very important. If you enjoy this content, please keep subscribing. It pushes us to move on and to do better things with the channel, etc. Another thing, one of you guys mentioned that I always say etc. etc. Forgive me, guys, but sometimes I'm like, and so on and so on. But anyway, you know English sometimes. But anyway, guys, let's chat about Kaizer Motaung before we get to the Castillo story. So Kaizer Motaung Jr. basically was in an activation. A quick note about the activation. It was basically a thing where the Chiefs invited like younger schools. I think it was from a school from Alex or a village. I'm not sure. I didn't get the full details of it, but they basically do nice events where they invite the small kids to play and play in the Chiefs grounds, get coached by the players and the coaches, etc. It's a very good thing, and we all know Kaizer Motaung Senior loves grooming young talent, loves being involved with young talent, and Kaizer Motaung Senior. If all of you don't know, when there was age cheating at Kaizer Chiefs, meaning that players, what would happen is that agents or whatever, scouts, etc., would bring overage players to Chiefs, knowing that those players would make it. And when you bring overage players to Chiefs, you would kind of get, I guess, money, because what incentive do you get for scouting a player than money? So what would happen is that, for example, you would find that in a Chiefs under 13 team, there would be 15-year-olds playing in an under 13 team because these guys rob the ID and then they change the ID from someone who's a 13-year-old to a 15-year-old. Example of this, Tigo Modise in his book that he made told a story where they tried to make him age cheat to lower his age in order for him to play a tournament and get specific trials. And what he rumors is that Vilakazi was there and Vilakazi played. So what you get out of that is that Vilakazi is technically older than Tiko, but he played in a tournament where they tried to make Tiko age cheat in that tournament. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. That is in Tiko's book, so you'll get it there. But anyway, what Kaizer Motaung Jr. said is that he made a very public statement. And what he said has been what we are crying about. He said, without them, there's no team. And he's talking about us supporters. He said, without them, there is no team. Guys, did you hear? Let me repeat it so you guys don't say I'm lying. Without them, there's no team. What that means is that Kaizer Motaung Jr. says, without us supporters, there is no Kaizer Chiefs. And the reason why I brought this up is like, it's funny. It's very funny that Kaizer Motaung Jr. will come out and put a statement like that when clearly he never listens to us. But he'll go and say, without you guys, there's no team. But you say there's no team, but you have allowed us to lose for 8 years with no trophy. So you are rewarding us a plate amakaka. That is the basic way I want to say it. A plate of poo. Yeah? I don't want to sound very snacks and use bad language, but that is in essence. They are rewarding us with nonsense. Then they're saying they're doing it for us. You know what? When people make statements like this, it's very frustrating because they do it for media, they do it for sponsors to say, we are for the people, we are for the people, we are for the people. And this is why I keep saying, right now, Kaizer Chiefs is functioning like a political party, specifically like the ANC. ANC knows which will always be back and put their eggs there thinking of Mandela. And then they do nonsense. Like, I don't want to get into politics, but that's what it's about. Chiefs know that we will be back. Chiefs know that when they take out these Mazimbas, we will buy them. Chiefs knows that when they take out these 1,000 rand skippers, we will buy them. Chiefs know if they take out the Pende that is 5,000 rand, we will buy it, Baba. We will buy it and cry in the bathroom when we are losing. But that point, they will still wear it. And that is the thing about Chiefs, is that he says these things, but he feels like he does not really care about us. And that's the most frustrating thing. Because, yeah, I feel Kaizer Motaung is lying. He's lying to us just for the sake of sponsors, etc. If he really cared about us, why would he have hired Molefi? And why have they been signing bad players all these seasons? Why? Why didn't they pay taxes, management? A team in Madagascar does not even want more than 2 million rand for a player. Chiefs decided, we're not going to pay. Then we had a transfer ban. These are the things that will irritate you about our organization and some of the things they say. But anyway, to the Castillo story, apparently Castillo is in with the Venezuela team now. He's training, not apparently he is. He's training with the Venezuela team, and they're about to go and take on Brazil and Chile. This is the thing I actually picked up now. Castillo got called up to the national team, right? To play against Chile. What does Chile have in common with South Africa? Think about it very carefully, guys. What does Chile have in common with South Africa? And I'll tell you, the most expensive player who got signed in South Africa broke records for his signature. Sundowns broke records to bring Marcelo Allende to come play in South Africa. Let me tell you something about Marcelo Allende. Marcelo Allende is a player who comes from Chile and played for the national team. When Marcelo was about to get signed by Sundowns, all journalists, all coaches, everyone in Chile said, don't go to Sundowns, don't go to South Africa. The league is not considered a big league, and you're not going to make it into the national team if you go to South Africa, because we don't rate the level of football there to be high. But obviously, he came for the money, etc., etc. History about why Allende is a big player in Chile. Allende actually trialed at Arsenal when he was younger. He did not make it. I think Arsene Wenger was still the coach during that time. He did not make it, but that is how talented he is. He got even a chance to go trial at Arsenal. So it shows you what kind of a player everyone thought he would be. So Chile was really excited with him. So now it's funny because Castillo came after Allende, and now Castillo is going to play Allende's team. Allende won't be there because they told him, go to Africa, you will not get a call-up because we don't rate it. But now Castillo, in contrary, is going to play against Allende's team. And I wanted to say this. I feel for Allende, guys. I really do feel for Allende. As much as I'm laughing, but if I was in his position and if I was a Sundowns fan, I'd feel bad. Why do I say this? He lost him 10-8. Then he doesn't get called up by the national team. And then he watches Castillo get called up by the national team. You know, these many losses can really affect a player. So, Allende, stay strong, my brother. Stay strong, stay strong. Don't worry. Once you are done with the Sundowns, then you'll go to Europe and you'll get called up. Don't stress, my brother. Don't stress. Don't let Castillo's brightness dim your light. But anyway, subscribe to the channel, guys. One last thing I wanted to say about Castillo that I forgot, and I'm now going to correct myself. I was speaking to an Amakhosi network member, and his name is Moss. Guys, go look it up. So Moss said I must tell you guys there's a correction we need to make when we're pronouncing Castillo's name, and this is it. I'm going to read it from his comment, so you must not say I'm lying. Moss said this. Castillo, he is a Spanish-speaking player, and in Spanish, a double I is pronounced as a Y. Therefore, the correct pronunciation of the surname should be Castillo, not Castillo. So we should be pronouncing it as Castillo. I am going to say this. Disclaimer to Moss and everyone. Guys, you will forgive me if I mispronounce it. I will definitely do my best to always try pronounce it as Castillo. But sometimes when you're making a video and you're trying to just chat about things, you just sometimes forget. I'm sure a lot of you have realized that there are some words I use that's like, hey, that's not proper English and stuff like that. And that is just because sometimes you forget. But we'll do our best to say Castillo, and whoever else's name I pronounce wrong, I'll do my best, but you please don't shoot me if I'm wrong. Please. I'm asking nicely, but